little few minutes, because I have to leave and let you guys go, to take this opportunity to briefly say a few words about Gino Sardiello, the coach, not Gino, my son. And correct me if I shake up a little bit. I wish the other part of our family could have been presented here, including Gabby, Jules, Nita, Lynn, Eddie, Nick, Christina, even Ruby and Toby. But rather than wait any longer, I thought I would take advantage for this limited opportunity with our family here and Lori's family. Back in Florida, when Gino was teaching, he took his first coaching position in girls basketball. I was able to attend most games and observe firsthand how he coached, how he helped develop and teach girls, most of which had an interest in basketball. But some may never have played an organized basketball game before, nor had the basic athletic skills needed to play basketball. It was about the team, it was about the girls, and how to teach them the skills needed, but always having fun doing it. It was never and only about wins and losses. My witnessing his even-tempered emotions, he always looked at the positives and brighter side by encouraging the girls and his team before and after some wins and a lot of losses. This observance greatly impressed me about Gino, the coach. Knowing Gino's love and understanding for the game of football, even lacrosse, I knew his dream was in coaching football. That opportunity came about 11 years ago in Raleigh, when they moved to Raleigh, North Carolina, at East Carey Middle School, where he was also a full-time teacher. He was first hired as an assistant coach, and then after that, he became the head football coach at East Carey. Understanding my own past football experience and how I could help and assist him with sending books and discussions, I wanted to support him as much as I could. I was saddened that I could not attend every game as in Florida to help and observe his ability and to coach and teach the game of football that he so treasured to the 30-plus middle school kids and players on his team. Living in Florida, still working, I tried to attend one of his games every year. We would have weekly phone conversations before and after each game, and as a result, I felt I was still able to visualize and imagine his game and the moments of his weekly practices, his observations of his players, their knowledge and interest of football, including weekly game plan versus the opposing team. What amazed me most about Coach Gino and his assistant coach Will was their priorities. Working daily with their team, teaching the boys the basics of football on offense and defense, placing them at a position with the team that best suited their skills and their athleticism, but always having fun with them, both in practice and at games, no matter the end game result. My admiration for Coach Gino was how he handled the emotional frustration of not only losing a game, but also a season and losing records most of the years that he's coached. But now, this past year, 2018, thanks to Coach Gino and Will's love for football, the players, game preparation, and still having fun, they successfully achieved to not only have a winning season, but the only undefeated season in history for the East Carey Middle School football team with a 7-0 record with 0 losses. The school has not recognized what he has accomplished. And I'm saddened by that thought that they have not recognized what he and his coaches did for the school. But I will. My wholehearted congratulations to Coach Gino, Will, and of course Gino being the Coach of the Year, it's well deserved. Before I present Gino with some awards, I would like the coach to tell you about a short story that happened this past season when Coach Gino and an East Carey Middle School security officer went to a player's home. And this kid's name is Shaquan, I think. Jaquan. Because he was absent from school, but he was very important for this team's game. Coach, you want to just tell him the story? Because I just want to let you know, both Gino and Lori taught in Hollywood Central. And there was a boy up there that they both got friendly with.
Well, the game rule, you have to be in school for at least a half day to be eligible to play in the game. So it was a big game that day. Jaquan wasn't at school. So I had to go see our SRO, our security officer, to say, hey, where's Jaquan? He escorted me to this kind of apartment project. Knocked on one door and it was the wrong apartment, or knocked on another door and she said, oh, he's the next door down. Finally we get to Jaquan and he opens the door and said, yeah, you know, I'll be there at 2 o'clock. I'm like, no, you need to get here now because you won't be eligible to play. So come to shorty, he got to school just in time to play for that big game that night to get Brett his butt out of bed. So yeah, he was a big part of the game and the team, so we wanted him there.
And this just goes to show you how far a coach would go down the neighborhood, whether you want to call it US 1 or Federal Highway or whatever area in any town USA, to get someone who is important for the team but may have a problem. And I think there was a similar thing with them when they went to a school with someone that's in Hollywood Central. So it goes to show you that what kind of character they both have. And I just want to thank him as a coach. Okay, and thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Good season, and good luck at your next thing. And I just have a couple of things I just want to share with you. This is for you, and this is for Coach Will. Same thing.
What's this?
Oh, thank you.
Well deserved.
So you were part of this, because he wouldn't be able to do this on his own. This is why you need all the pictures.
That's very nice.
Very nice.
A little line on one line, but that's all right.
Thank you.
First game.